しい駅では何回駅で各駅停車足元駅に連絡いたします。各駅停車足元駅ご利用のお客様、18時3分発僕ら板橋駅系上からご利用ください。
Pause funiculaire, permettre de s'élever aussi vite. Plus haut, vous pouvez admirer les lignes claires de la végétation.
The condo behind me was built 816. And then you see this huge orange. I was looking at the flag. That thing is a Buddhist temple with like pillars inside. It said that these statues comprise of mandala. I would love to live in a house like this, with the balcony up there. You come in through this side door. And then fold it up. The roast beef have these tendons, so like you can't chew them off. I mean, so you just eat it. You need to spit it out or eat it, and you take it down with some miso soup. I'm on my way to Lake Biwa in Otsu. It's the largest freshwater lake in Japan, and it has a lot of history. It even influenced European era Vincent van Gogh. Yeah, I'm spending the last day just riding the bus. I took the subway up, and then the bus route was pretty nice, you know, because you have the mountains all on one side, and then you're just riding the bus along the lake up to this temple, Ukimido temple. And here it is.
糸強く打ち込む波の高ければコマのあがきを定まらず風にたまらねばくるりくるりと打ち回り
Here is a comparison between Japan, Korea, and America. If you ask me what Japanese people are like, I wouldn't really know because I can't tell who's Japanese and who's not. In Nara, 70% speak Cantonese Chinese because most of them are probably tourists. But the majority of the women I encountered were very kind and warm. I did stop one of the businessmen with a briefcase to ask directions to an internet cafe. While he walked me there, I asked if he just got off work and what he does, just to have a little small talk. And he was waving his hand no and shaking his head. So I learned they don't do that stuff. And very expressive about it as well. But he was expressive about how satisfied he was that I was satisfied to find the place where I needed to go. There are a few similarities in America. You can read their face expressions much more than Koreans. And there's more eye contact from people you walk by on the streets and in the subway terminal, which I really miss and appreciate after living in Korea for a year. In contrast with America, Japanese guys will apply some pressure that you must learn their language if you come to their country. As comparing to Korea, Koreans are more polite and sensitive about how they tell you. No pressure. Every restaurant I ate at, there were always a couple that saw that I spoke English, and we had nice chats, and they taught me how to eat things I wasn't familiar with. Coming from Korea, where eating with hands is considered like an animal, but rather eat with chopsticks, including pizza, Outback ribs, and chicken wings, people in Japan eat with their hands as Americans do. What are Japanese appearances like compared to Korean? Being in Korea for a year, I noticed a large variety of facial features, hairstyles, and what Koreans would consider the musicians in the rock scene to look like a monster. I've gotten used to the long coats that Korean women wear, and the long dresses they wear in the summer. All I really find attractive in my opinion, but there were none of that in Japan. In Osaka, there were some serious bikes that looked real amazing that I would consider buying, and you don't see these style bikes in Korea, including the built-in locking mechanisms. They're about 1,000 US dollars. The sidewalks and roads were all very flat in Japan, which in Seoul, the sidewalks are often slanted or lopsided. In my experience, Seoul area is just as clean as the Kansai area. In Japan, every toilet is a baguette toilet, even in the slums of Osaka, which is southwest of the Tennoji station. I was waiting for a friend outside the subway, and I saw this girl on her phone probably doing the same thing. After 30 minutes, my friend decided not to show up, so I went to this girl to approach her if she wanted to join me to the Ukimido Sky building. Starting with hello and waving my hand in front of her, then I was like, "Oh, I see, you're Korean. That makes sense." And I explored the tower alone. Note, Koreans aren't all like this, but I'm just comparing that to as an American. A few times I would try to get the attention of a Japanese woman to help translate some items in a store because I didn't know if this item was this or that, and they would be very expressive on how freaked out they were or how scared they were of me. The offensive picture taking of people is taken much more seriously in Japan than Korea. When I was in the arcade taking pictures, people were in the shot, jamming away. A guy came up from behind me to confront me about taking pictures. I said to him, "English? English, English." But he continued to speak Japanese. He was smiling a lot, but his tone sounded serious. It was very confusing. His expression did not match his body language. I was trying to politely end it, saying like, okay, no more pictures, okay, no more pictures, walking away, and he would just jump back right in front of me to ramble some more Japanese. He even patted me on the back like I was his friend, but there was still some aggression or threat of some kind. And smiling. I didn't understand. So I just kept saying okay, so I could leave. Then before he dashed off, I think he said, "Stay right here, I'm gonna get the police." And I quickly took the elevator to GTFO.